Ride her down, down, down. It's been a while since I walked and talked down the road. It is officially, oh man, I should probably do something about that. So it's officially fall. It feels absolutely amazing and gorgeous. Look at the sunrise. As you guys know, oh, can you guys see it? There it is. Over the alfalfa. The corn is starting to change. It'll be harvest time around here soon enough. All I can think of is that one song. It's harvest time in our little town. Obviously not a singer. Sure is pretty though.
Pulling bulls off today.
They're gonna tell their mamas bye-bye.
Well, we're just taking them home.
Yeah, they're just gonna tell their girlfriends bye. All right, well, let's go get them. Did I leave you enough room? Yep, perfect. Perfecto. So this week we'll move the bulls off, and then probably, I don't know, a couple weeks we'll wean. And then in a couple more weeks, we'll merge the yearling heifers back over and go through them.
Yeah, I forgot we don't have enough gates, so.
Shoot.
They're up the horses.
Yeah. Ride her down, down, down. Ride her. So as you've seen us do many a times, we don't have a working chute over here. It's in the process. We started the dirt work for it. But for now, we still have our cattle panels, corral panels. Just gonna lure them in with some treats. Move the gate. Here it goes! Got some Purina cubes we're going to use as our treats. Some people call them cake. You got them pinned?
Got them all pinned.
Okay. So pretty much we're just calling in the cows. We're going to fly spray them while they're up here. And pull those bulls off. What do you think, buddy? You love working cows, don't you? Come on, girls. Easy, girls, easy.
All right, he's coming.
So we got the rest of the bulls loaded, those two bulls loaded. We're just gonna turn everybody else out. In a couple weeks, we'll do it all again. We'll wean these calves off there. They know where the gate is. Jason's just gonna check some lines and make sure that everything's up before we turn them out here. So we rotational graze paddocks. It's part of the NRCS program, EQIP program that we signed up for 4 years ago. So all these paddocks, and I call them paddocks, you can call them pastures, whatever, I call them paddocks. They are in 5 to 8 acre sections, and we rotate the girls from paddock to paddock. We're getting ready to do another rotation here, as we are going to be pushing them across the creek to grab those heifers across the way. We're going to grab those heifers across the way. The flies. I know, sweet pea. The flies have been awful this year. It's just been hot and dry, unfortunately. Some of you guys might know Sweet Pea. She was in my pictures that you might be seeing circulating on my blog and on some of the social media pages. So they're just going to be waiting down here. These girls know this fence is hot. It's actually not right now. It's not hot, but they don't want to touch it. We run hot wire. The bottom fence is always hot. Top one isn't. Just hold on. I love that little calfie. Here we go. Y'all ready to move cows with us? Here, sit down. So obviously we do have some grass. You can see not a substantial amount like we've had in past years. We are in the very bottom line of the drought that's going on across the country. Obviously very thankful for what rains we have had all summer, but we don't have the grass supply that we should. Really, the cows, I mean, you can see where it's been, the regrowth is hardly any. And that's not ideal for rotational grazing. We haven't got all the paddocks trimmed yet either. These weeds with the pressure on them. When we obtained and bought this farm, let's see, 17, I think, 17, 18, I can't remember, somewhere in those lines. This whole farm was nothing but bare dirt with this little thorn tree bushes. We originally had bought the property to be farm ground that we hayed off of, and we did hay it the very first year, and then we kind of went into the cattle side of things to give us some side income. And the cattle have really been just a hobby for us that started in 18. So the cattle are kind of relatively new. We've really just got into it. The herd numbers kind of just happened rather quickly. More quickly than I anticipated, but I'm a blessed one. I love my cows. I love my cows. Typically we would have done this with horses this time of year just because we have more time, except for today. I don't have time today. I actually have to go to a doctor's appointment this afternoon, so Jason and I are trying to get everything that we need to done this morning before I have to leave. So we'll take those bulls back, work them, worm them, and then they'll just be on rest until the spring. These 3 bulls did all come from the same farm. There's 2 of them I think that are out of the same sire previously. I'll have to go back and look. So they are red Hereford because we are going for that black Hereford, black Baldy, which is an F1 cross between an Angus and a red Hereford. You get those F1 black baldies that everybody's talking about. I overall just like those. You guys can go out and read some blog posts that I've wrote, and maybe I'll do a live Q&A with the cows You guys can ask questions. Would you guys like those? You guys like the live Q&As or just commentary? I made a poll yesterday. I was studying a bunch of analytics because really that's what drives some of this stuff. The algorithm, all the things that take on the back end of social media and YouTube and Google and websites and yada yada yada. Not that you guys probably even care about that stuff, but it showed me the time of day that you guys liked best for video drops. So we're gonna go to 3 days a week if I can keep up on the schedule. Obviously I missed it yesterday because I kept thinking yesterday was Monday until Keaton reminded me it was indeed Tuesday. So I dropped a video for this afternoon and then we'll be back on schedule for Friday. So look for those Sunday, Tuesday, and Fridays for right now. We'll see how we get along. It's starting to get warm. I'm walking uphill. It's starting to get hot. So we're just warming the bulls since they came in off grass pasture. They're a little thin. It'll help with the flies. Turn them loose. Let them beef back up. So now that we have the boys home, we're going to end up taking the 3 bulls plus Keaton's show calf Midnight. We're still holding on to him for a couple more weeks to finish him out and then butcher date. So these guys are actually going to get loaded back up and put over in the arena, and they'll get hay and grain and beef back out for the spring. This whole setup is actually going to be taken down. We're going to finish it back up, and it's going to go over to the farm to have a setup there. So we'll actually have all this taken down, and maybe then I can get some of this cleaned up out here that's just gotten kind of overgrown because it's been summer. And what do we do during the summer? We are swamped, we are busy, and of course it's always the yard that gets left last. So it's just the way it is. Boys have worked hard for us. You know, they're kind of thin just with the amount of cows we have. So really gonna focus on putting some weight on them this fall and winter and bring them back to snuff. Okay, so Jason brought up some hay for them. Take you out here and kind of discuss the hay feeder that we use here at the house. I've got a horse one and a cow one, and I just really like them. They're heavy duty, and it also means the bulls aren't tearing them up and pushing them around. So we use the BuhBye Hay Monster feeders. You can put rounds or squares in them. Midnight's been in confinement for what, the last 9 months, being a show steer. So he just feels good. He's just excited to have friends and run around, and he looks good though.